Hi everybody, and welcome to your introduction to the present simple. How do we use the present simple and why? So, you can see there are lots of arrows on the board. Okay, these arrows are pointing to the past, these arrows are pointing to the present, and these arrows are pointing to the future as well. So let's just have a look at the sentence. We have John watches TV every day. John watches TV every day. What exactly does that mean? Well, what we're describing is something that happens regularly. It happened regularly in the past, it still happens regularly in the present, and it will continue to happen into the future. So the present simple is actually describing the past, the present, and the future at the same time. Yeah? There are lots of adverbs of frequency, time markers, that you are usually going to find used with the present simple. Usually, always, normally, sometimes, every day, every Tuesday, every week, every month, every year. These are time markers that you're going to see used with the present simple all the time to help describe these regular actions. So actions that are happening on a regular basis. Okay? So that's the first reason why we're using the present simple. Right, so we were using the present simple to describe regular actions, things that have happened in the past, they're still happening today, and they'll continue to happen into the future. Another way we can describe these events is to say these events are always true. These events are always true. Here's a few examples for you. Doctors look after patients in hospitals. That is always true. Doctors look after patients. The earth goes around the sun. The earth goes around the sun. That is true. That never ends. That has happened since day one, and it will continue to happen until the end of the world. The shop opens at 8 a.m. The shop opens at 8 a.m. It happens every day. It is always true. Now I just want to take a few extra minutes just to look at some adverbs of frequency and time markers, some extra time markers which you might find very, very useful. So, for example, very often, we could use often. I often do something. I go to the shop often. Yeah? But very often, it can actually be used in a negative way. So, I don't go to the shop very often. So, I'm actually creating a negative form. So, you might see very often used quite regularly in negative statements, and that's why I've included it here, because very often it's going to be used in a negative statement. Right, every morning. What do you do every morning? I drink coffee every morning. Once a year. I'm trying to think, what do I do once a year? I take my car for its MOT once a year. Okay? Every 3 months. What do I do every 3 months? I know I probably go to see my financial advisor every 3 months. Yeah? So these are just some more examples of time markers of frequency that you want to, and these are just some examples. There are many, many more, but these are the kinds of time markers and adverbs of frequency that you want to be using with the present simple. Yeah. Next, we're just going to have a quick 2-minute review of the grammar, because some of you guys still get it wrong. So, a very quick review of the grammar. Yeah, this is very, very simple, but the mistake a lot of people are still making is when you're conjugating your verbs into the third person singular form. Let's just very, very quickly review. Okay, so the verb we're going to look at is the verb to work. So I work. I work every day. You work every day. He or she or it works. This is where in the present simple your verbs change, and this is where you guys still make mistakes. We and they work. Here, which is in the third person singular form, so this is the third person singular. The verb form changes, and we either add the S, we're either going to add the S, where can I write it? Okay, or we're going to add ES, depending on which verb you're actually referring to, okay? But remember, the grammar, this is so easy, but so many people still get this wrong. So remember, third person singular, the verb form changes into its plural form.